My name is Jimmy White. I'm Circle K. I'm the development manager for this project. As he gave you a briefing earlier, this is going to be a 5,200 square foot building with 6 MPDs in the forecourt. In the front, they are in a double stack formation. And then we have 3 full lanes for fueling in the rear for trucks. And then there's a half lane on each side of that. So one of those will actually be an escape lane. If we're full, then get out. And I know you guys may have been talking about how they got in there. When the trucks come in, they will pull directly into the HSD canopy. Then they'll circle out so that they're always on the right side of each other. So we expect with this layout, we expect most of them to go out, straight out, go down to the light, make a left from there. Is how we expect them to get out of there. So, or the next intersection where the median won't be. I don't think there's a light there. So we did a warrant analysis for DOT with this project. So
Jimmy, I have audio now.
okay.
Hi
Yeah.
everyone, this is Tyler Lucas from Colliers Engineering. I'm the engineer on behalf of the applicant.
So yeah, but we've been working on this project for several years. I told the guys last week. The access with getting something DOT will sign off on, and then the Duke Energy easement have been difficult to lay this out. So I think our guys did a really good job of threading this needle, if you will, and giving us a much safer project as far as the way it lays out. Truck and automobile conflicts will no longer exist as they do today. So
Okay, if you'll stand there, we'll take some questions from the board. Mr. Claxton,
No questions.
Ms. Davis-Mean,
No questions.
Mr. Garrett.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the petitioner is aware of the added conditions we made to the staff report.
yes, and I'll let Tyler answer that question. How's that?
No problem, I can take it. Yes, so there was discussions, I guess number one or letter B discusses the restriction on any long-term or overnight parking for trucks. They acknowledge that the site plans have been updated with as much signage and striping to prohibit that and acknowledge that prohibition. The applicants agreed to submit, they've requested a written confirmation that that'll be enforced, and the applicant agreed to submit that to the city. Then section BII talks about the stormwater management basin and that the final approval will be issued by the city engineer upon Duke Energy's review. We've shared a preliminary plan we have with the city today. It appears that the city staff were comfortable with that location and will be resubmitting to Duke Energy for their feedback before the end of the week. I think Duke Energy really likes the project. It pushes the building, which was very close to their overhead lines, much farther away. So they seem pretty satisfied. And then I think the rest of them are just from the zoning board of adjustment. So those we've already agreed to.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Shute.
Tyler, just for the public record, can you mention where that retention pond is going to be moved to?
So I can't see which sheet you're looking at. However, it'll be along the northeast edge of the property, so closer to the intersection of State Route 44 and Greenleaf Way. It'll be located north and east of the easement line. There's an existing office in the vicinity of that area. Of course, our drainage basins are lower and are designed to drain towards Greenleaf Way. And that was based off feedback with the engineer.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Sylvia,
I just had a question. I know it's been kind of a unique traffic configuration. Has that been tried before? Have you guys had to do something like that in another location?
The way the access,
Yeah.
yes. We have a site that is very similar to this in Henryville, Indiana. We did the same thing we're doing here, there, a raise and rebuild, and access is very similar.
Okay, no problem.
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Hall,
No questions.
Mr. Lux.
Yeah, on the. Are you planning on having, or is there any restrictions to having outdoor products in the front of the building? Because we've kind of worked through that with DG Market and having more.
Yes,
At the nice front of the building, not covered up by wood and propane and all these other things you choose to sell outside.
so there are two dedicated areas for outdoor sales. Those are, we'll call it framed by two wall extensions. So it'll extend out from the building 3 feet to kind of freight out the limits of those areas and also shield them from the sides. But it'll definitely be organized display area. It's this between those areas are the only ways that places that are feasible to even have outdoor display areas because there's extensive foundation plantings around the building.
Okay. And another question is, I see on the truck exit or the exit from the facility, it looks like a crosswalk there. Am I seeing a sidewalk that goes all the way back around?
So that is actually a requirement that we have for proposed projects,
Okay.
that all frontage has a sidewalk.
Okay.
So
And does that extend to the next property?
you'll see it up here along Greenleaf Way. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Comstock.
Tyler, this is Tyler. Thanks for the layout this morning. I mentioned it to the rest of the board and just mentioning here that we still like to get those drainage calcs just to make sure that where you have all the discharge rates and everything met. So once I take a look at that and see that we're good, we should be good to go. Thank you.
Yep, I expect you'll have them tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks.
I just have one question. What are you gonna sell outside?
We have propane tanks that we sell and wood, I think. So
Okay.
Nice.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not in operations on a day-to-day basis. I find real estate and negotiate the contracts and talk to staff and municipalities, but
Okay.
but propane and wood are the two big things that we have out
Okay.
front.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.
Other questions from the board or not? I'll close this comments to the board and open up to the public. See if anybody in the public has anything to say.
7-Eleven may have.
If not, I'll close public comment and open up for the board, and we're ready for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the site development plan as presented to this body, imposing the recommended conditions pursuant to the planning staff's report and finding of facts.
Second.
We have a second. Send your votes down.
Reading of the vote for 2025-1 Circle K Fueling Center. Mr. Garrett votes yes. Mr. Hall votes yes. Mr. Lux votes yes. Mr. Comstock votes yes. Mrs. Soviar votes yes. Mr. Schuler votes yes. Mr. Cassidy votes yes. Ms. Means Davis votes yes. Mr. Claxton votes yes. And Mr. Garrett votes yes. Did I not read that before? Yeah. Okay, well, we only vote once, so this one will be destroyed. So the motion passes unanimously.
Thank you and good luck, and can't wait to see that corner look a little bit better down the road.
Yes, sir. And thank you all so much. We look forward to being a continued part of the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On to petition number 2.
Yes, first item under new business is PC 2025-14, 711 Speedway Site Development Plan. A petition for a site development approval for a Speedway branded convenience store with a fueling station located at 3901 North Michigan Road in the Business Highway Zoning District, Airport Compatibility Overlay, and Racetrack Overlay District. We do have proof of publication and the petitioner is here.
Good evening. Want to tell us a little bit about your project out there?
Good evening. My name's Eric Carter with Y Engineers, here representing 7-Eleven. I gotta go. Go ahead and skip to the site plan. The site plans, third page. Next one. There you go. Thank you. So, yeah, 7-Eleven, we were here, back in 2020, with Speedway. Got approvals. Since then, 7-Eleven has bought Speedway and they put everything on hold in Indiana. They're slowly bringing ones back. We got one being built right now in New Haven that was put on hold too, so hopefully this will be the next one. This will be the 7-Eleven branded store, which we'll see example here upcoming. And so it's not your typical Speedway that we presented back in 2020. We have proposed 7 auto fueling, 5 commercial fueling lanes. We had previously a full auto access. We've agreed to put a median in on Michigan Road to restrict the auto to the right in, right out. And then a full access to the left there for the auto and trucks, which we received a variance for last week on the widening for safe ingress, egress of trucks, vehicles. The auto fueling, the tanks are on the left side there. The dumpster enclosure between the store and the tanks. We've reduced the site a little bit, trying to eliminate any truck parking, and we have taken out, we did show truck parking, which we've taken those out. And we reduced some of the pavement to even restrict it further. So the building is around 5,400 square feet, plus or minus. Proposed sidewalks, very extensive landscaping. We received some foundation landscape variance last week as well, but did not reduce any of the landscapes plantings that's required. And then we got a pole sign, we got 2 ground mount signs, a couple incidental truck entrance, auto entrance, exit signage to direct everybody to the correct driveways there. Go ahead, next one. That's good. Showing the building here. As you can tell, this is not typical Speedway. This will be Speedway branded. This is 7-Eleven's Gen 2 prototype. They're being built down in Texas and pretty much south, but anything new that's coming in is this prototype here as of right now. Got 4 different types of building materials, so it's a pretty nice looking building here. And then the cafe. So this Speedway operates on a fuel and go. This store won't have showers or a restaurant like the pilot across the street. So it's not to attract trucks to go and stay. And, then next slide is the side elevations. Okay. And I know there was a question with the Circle K about merchandising. The ice and propane is on the side of this, this footprint here. So that's shown there on that bottom slide. Go to the next slide. And our canopy, a little bit of upgrade for this. They're going to be brick wrapped, painted, kind of a grayish color. And then, so it looked pretty nice. Next one. And our dumpster enclosure is block, again, painted that gray. And a sample of our signage, the ground mounts, the base will be similar to the building. I'm not sure exactly what material, but it'll be compatible with the building materials. And then our pole sign, which we received approval for the square footage and the use last week as well. And some sample of the truck exit entrances. There'll be a couple auto ones as well. And then next two slides is site lighting. We meet city code for site lighting. So this is the, it shows the levels here. And the next one is the night sky. So kind of see you're within the boundaries. Pretty nice exhibit that you have there. Complement Leonard lighting. Next, and then back to the site plan for any questions.
Mr. Comstock,
I don't have anything.
Mr. Lux,
No question. Thank you.
Mr. Hall.
Not really a question, but just a comment that personally, I really appreciate the slideshow. I think it helps us visualize things a little bit better than a lot of the time what we get is just a description of what it will look like. So being able to see it is definitely helpful. So thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Sylvia.
Just a quick one, maintenance. So once this is done, everything gets approved or whatever and it's built, I think that we've had that come up before for other things, you know, from commission, but how is the, who is managing the site and how is that going to be looked at year after year?
Like-
We talked about, you know, different things.
Like trash and
Yeah, just, yeah.
they have managers on site, local, just them doing their job. And so I don't know.
So people monitor that and make sure that it is done and those things. Well, that's my
I don't know
point.
the day-to-day
Anyway, that's
operations,
just,
but
the point is, yeah, just, I guess, a little bit of chatter about that, I think, from longer term. This is nice. I do know, I like the lighting sheet too. Thank you.
and we can work with staff if that's additional.
Mr. Schudler.
No question.
Mr. Garrett.
No questions.
No questions, but also thank you for a good display and showing of what you have.
Mr. Claxton.
No questions.
I just have one with that being a cafe or to the side, or there's gonna be outdoor, couple tables, outdoor seating or anything, or,
I don't think we have anything planned right now.
okay,
They've got a couple tables inside.
okay. I will close this to the board and see if there's anybody in the public like to speak. I see no one's there, so we'll close comment from the public and I'll entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the site development plan as presented to this body, imposing the recommended conditions pursuant to the planning staff report and findings of fact.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. If you'll cast your ballots, please.
This is the vote tally for PC 2025-14-711 slash Speedway. Mr. Carter votes yes. Mr. Comstock votes yes. Mr. Lux votes yes. Ms. Soviar votes yes. Mr. Garrett votes yes. Mr. Schuler votes yes. Mr. Cassidy votes yes. Mr. Claxton votes yes, and Ms. Davis, Means Davis votes yes. So you also pass it unanimously.
Good luck. Do you have a timeline?
Thank you. Hopefully here, February, March, April, they'll start getting architectural plans put together and going through building permitting, state permitting, and hopefully thereafter.
All right. Well, good luck. Welcome to Shelbyville.
Thank you.
We have a few things for discussion.
Evening, everyone. Adam Reed, Planning Director. Just a couple items, mostly just reminders. First item is our special meeting on January 7th. So we had discussed boards or the commission's availability that evening. We have one petition on the agenda. It is an annexation. And we anticipated, because of its size, that there would likely be, there's a chance that there's going to be a crowd. We are moving that meeting. We have advertised that that meeting is at the high school. So it's the only thing on the agenda, but we are moving that out to the high school on the 7th. The meeting will start at our regular 7 p.m. We will not have a pre-meeting. And like we spoke during our pre-meeting today, we will be getting materials and info published and to you all. And then any questions you might have, just direct them to myself and or Mike, and we'll try to get info to you as quickly and answers as quickly as possible for that that evening. We will likely have some proposed rules for some special rules for that public hearing, especially if we actually do have a large crowd. And we'll work with Mr. Cassidy as the chair to kind of shape some of those, so that evening we can adopt those rules and we can advertise them to the public and let everyone know kind of how the meeting will be run, orderly fashion, but giving everyone an opportunity that evening. The second item on the agenda is our annual meeting date. We typically have our joint Plan Commission BZA annual meeting directly before our regular January meeting. That is still our intent. And I'd like everyone to kind of pencil in that evening. If our January 7th meeting runs long and we end up having to go into a second meeting, I might, we'll kind of make a decision with the president. We might kick our annual meeting out a month. I don't think I want to force you guys to come to 3 meetings in 1 month, and I don't think you would like that. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. Just pencil in what that, the 26th. If our regular meeting's at 7, maybe 5:30 would be our annual joint meeting. So, but we'll just play that one by ear. And then Mr. Cassidy had reminded me at the pre-meeting, but our January meeting, that 7th, we will also have elections. So keep that in mind for our current slate of officers. And I had mentioned before that at the bottom of your agenda, you can see your terms. The mayor intends to reappoint all of his appointees, but if you, for whatever reason, do not think that you would like to serve another term or don't have that capacity, please let me know so I can let him know, so he does not reappoint you, but someone else instead. That's all I have, though.
Thank you. I have nothing else. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a good evening.